everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Cassandra and I'm going to take you through this lazy and cozy yin yoga practice that I really intended for you to do around the holiday season when you just need a nervous system reset, when you need to rest and relax amongst the celebration and maybe a little bit of chaos of this season. You'll probably notice I have a little bit of chaos going on of my own. I foster cats. Right now I have a little foster family. I have a mom and the 3 kittens. The kittens are 6 weeks old, so they are a little bit rambunctious, but I'm gonna do my best to make this a cozy and lazy yin yoga class anyway. So get really comfortable. I'm using my bolster for every pose in this practice. You don't need to have a bolster, but at home, what I would recommend is that you go and grab a couple of bed pillows, like 2 or 3 bed pillows, or even just like a big couch cushion. That can be super nice as well. You can also use blocks. It's just that bolsters are so comfortable. They're a great investment. Okay, and that's enough. So we're gonna be in each yin yoga pose for about 3 or 4 minutes or so. All levels welcome. This is very beginner friendly. And let's begin in supported fish. So I'm gonna move the bolster behind me. I'm just supporting your upper back. You can lay yourself down, either with your legs out in front of you. You can keep your feet flat on the floor, knees bent. You can find reclined butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees apart, and choosing what you'd like to do with your arms as well here. And really take a few very deep breaths as you settle into this pose, letting your shoulders melt down and away. Any stress accumulated, we're just inviting it to release, to let go. And I don't talk very much in my yin classes, so just linger here in the pose and I'll let you know when it's time to come out. All you need to do is make sure you keep breathing in and out through your nose. And if you notice yourself making lists in your head or getting distracted, become aware of it, let it go, and come back to your body, back to the present moment. If you had your legs extended, we're going to tuck the chin to the chest, so it might be helpful as you sit up to have your feet flat on the floor. You can support your head as you curl yourself off of the bolster. And we'll come up to take a seat. Before we go into our next pose, we'll just take a little bit of a spinal twist. They really love my yoga props. This is Chipotle. So just taking a little twist, you can bring your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you, open into a twist. And same thing to the other side, left hand to your right knee, open. And facing forward from here, we're going to come into a forward fold, and I'll give you an option of which one you'd like to take. I'm going to do more of a wide-legged forward fold, so I'm going to have my legs opened out to the side, bringing my bolster in front of me. You can also do straight legs right out in front of you, or you can choose to do a butterfly forward fold if that is what you prefer. Oh my goodness. You little kittens. So bringing the bolster out, and you can change the height of the bolster as well, or of your pillows, giving yourself as much support as you need, and just letting yourself melt down here. We're never trying to push ourselves too far or to force the pose. We want to find ease in the stretch, letting gravity do the work for us. Forward folds are really soothing for the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the part of our nervous system sometimes called like rest and digest. So let your upper body melt into the prop. Every time you exhale, can you get a little bit heavier as we hold here? Whenever you notice tension creeping back in, just lovingly let it go. Really give yourself this time and this space to do something that's just for you, just for your own well-being. Everything else truly can wait. You can push your hands into the bolster, into the ground, slowly curl and lift yourself up. And you can help your knees. Not gonna lie, this is a little harder to film and record than I anticipated, but that's okay. We're gonna come into a child's pose, and you can do this with or without the bolster. I'm gonna make it extra supportive with the bolster. So big toes together, knees as wide as is comfortable to you. Excuse me, this is Pippin here. I don't know if you can see the mom, Scarlet, in this shot. She's right here. She's very cuddly. And then we're just letting our upper body drape over the prop. I'm gonna turn one ear to the bolster, and about halfway through, I'll change sides and I'll let you know when it's time to do so. So just melting into it here. Get settled. There should be no pain in your lower back. Try to get really comfy. And we're about halfway in this pose, so if you had one ear to the mat, you can turn to the other side. See if you can relax your shoulders and your upper back and arms a little more. And we'll gently push ourselves out of this pose. We'll just do a few rounds of cat and cow before going into our next yin pose. So I'm bringing the hands to the mat, knees hip width distance apart. And just going in and out with the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, curling tailbone up. Exhale, round and contract. Just a few more here. Last one. And we'll come to recline. I'm going to bring the bolster underneath my hips for a variation of either supported bridge or supported butterfly pose. So I find it easier to just bring my legs over top, bringing my hips up, and then gently lowering myself down so that the upper body is grounded. Finding yourself in a mild inversion. So feet can stay flat on the floor for this traditional variation of supported bridge. I like to bring the soles of the feet together to touch, letting the knees open up. So it's more like a supported butterfly pose. And you can play around with the arms a little, maybe reaching your arms up overhead. Your arms can be down by your sides. Or even resting on the belly can be nice. I'm sure if you have pets at home, you're used to having them join you on the mat. I know it's very common for a lot of pets to just get really excited when we roll out the yoga mat and crawl on the floor with them. The kittens certainly love it. You might mentally ask yourself, what can you let go of? What are you maybe doing too much of in this holiday season? Are you overexerting yourself? Is there something you can do to practice a little bit more self-care? To bring a little bit more balance into the day-to-day? And just breathing here. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I'm probably keeping this one here Her name is Daisy. She reminds me so much of Cleo. Take another 10 deep breaths here in the pose. Even softening your facial muscles, your jaw. And no matter which variation you had with your legs, we're all just going to pull our knees in towards the belly. You can keep the bolster under your hips. I actually find it's easier to do this with the bolster. So we're just going to pull it in, giving our low back a little bit of a stretch and a release. You can rock a little side to side. And we'll be coming into a nice long Shavasana. I'm actually going to do this one with the bolster. I'm going to shift the bolster so that it's underneath my knees for support. So you can bring your hips back down to the mat. I'm just going to push the bolster out, gently lowering down. And then pushing that bolster out with your legs. Just have it underneath the backs of your knees, underneath your calves, just so that it maintains a bend through your knees. If you ever feel pain or discomfort in your lower back when you do Shavasana, this might be something that you want to do on a regular basis. And fully letting go. This is your invitation for deep rest and relaxation. Knowing that there is nothing for you to do right now in this moment, nowhere else for you to be. There will be time for everything else, but right now, what really matters is giving ourselves this space to tune in, to relax, to let go, and to rest deeply. I don't know if you can hear this purring. Just my favorite noise. So healing. We can start to wake ourselves up gently here. Moving a little, fingers and toes. Stretching the arms up overhead. And take your time to remove the bolster, easing off of it. And we can roll to one side. We'll come up to take a seat. Ouch. Sitting up nice and tall. Closing your eyes. Once you're there, hands can come together at the front of the heart and really show yourself some gratitude for making the time for your practice during this busy season. And we'll close by chanting Om one time together. Let's inhale to chant. Breathe in. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this cozy and lazy yin holiday session with me. It was a little bit more chaotic on my end than I expected it to be, but hopefully it was still a relaxing and soothing practice for you at home. I really am wishing you just a magical, wonderful, restful rest of your holiday. I know December, January, it can just be such a whirlwind. So make the time for yourself, even if you just do little 10-minute morning yoga classes or just a little bit of meditation at the end of the day. It really can make a huge difference. Thank you again from me and the little crazy kitten family. Daisy, do you want to say hello? I mean, how cute is she, right? They're all very cute, but she reminds me so much of Cleo. It's been really, really lovely. Okay, thank you. Subscribe and we'll practice again soon.